never does the you guys, all y'all think alike shit. Who can fucking argue that shit? There is no hive mind. You know there's no hive mind.
Right, but he just did that. So
he
you didn't correct
That's
him
why I
when
say
he said,
don't lump me in with him. I saw him making all them faux pas.
All right. All right. Yeah, there's some fire in the panelverse today. And seems Paul Unslaved, Illumitami, and Frank Monday are at the center of it. So I thought I'd like to get up here and address the claims being made in the panelverse by certain individuals, peoples, and places. I guess, I don't know. I don't know who's going to listen to this. Maybe no one never, right? Maybe somebody somewhere. So just to get it on the record, I don't know how to approach it, right? So there's some claims being made in the panelverse about this, that, and the other thing. What happened to Jack? Yeah, I don't know. Jack wasn't streaming today, huh? Kind of a bummer. We missed the old chats with Jack this morning. And I don't know. Welcome back, Wayfarer, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, Temple of the Eastern Star. Frank Monday coming at you once again like Finnegan. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to all that happy horse shit that makes YouTube's algorithms bark like Pavlov's dog. Check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Put a little something in the tip jar. That'll put the lead in my pencil, the pep in my step, and the jelly in my donut. Yeah. As long as I'm feeling good, you're feeling good, because I'll be keeping my nose to the grindstone and working hard for all y'all out there in happy land. Hit the link, join the show, and we can do some free tarot readings. But we're not just going to do them from the chat, because that shows a level of very, very little commitment on that end. But hit the link and let's talk shop, I guess, is a way to go at it. Makes sense. All right, I'll try to pin that. Yeah, so there's some crazy shit going on the panelverse right now. So to set the scene for you guys, I guess the Machine Lies TML had done a show over at Truther Cop. So Machine Lies is a channel that talks about philosophy, religion, politics, and technology, and the interaction of technology with those things. And he went over to Truther Cop. And Truther Cop, I don't know as much about his background, but he just seems to be a panelist that cruises around and is kind of launching his own boat. And he hosted a show for TML to do Machine Bob 8. And I came in late on the show, and it had already kind of, from what I could see, it was just a panel chat, and it kind of descended into a thick LARP type session, and I thought we were just session on LARPs and stuff, and so it was good fun from my perspective. At the tail end of it, after it had already been going for, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours or something, let's see if this is working, make sure that feedback loop is okay. Y'all good looking sexy people out in happy land, appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to address the claims. Frank Monday addressing the claims of the panelverse. Yeah, so what happened? Man, make sure you hit that like button. Noah the Great. I'd appreciate it, man. I can see that you're logged in with an account because you can chat. And that does mean something. Okay, I want to pin that link in case Henkel Flemia stops by, or Paul Unslaved, or any of y'all good looking sexy people out in happy land. Yeah, so TML was doing Machine Bob 8, exposing the LARPer verse on Truther Cop. And I came in late in the show, and I didn't know that's what the show was about. But I just saw that, Truther Cop was live streaming, so I thought it'd be fun to go over there and chill with him. I waited backstage for about, 20, 30 minutes before he finally realized that I was back there, because I guess he was pretty 2 shades to the breeze. Maybe had a few good cold ones in him. And seems like I had a few beers that night too. I can't remember exactly. Might not have been that night. But anyway, it is what it is. And so I came on, just wanted to chat with the fellas and see what was up. You know, do my regular panel chat, and it it descended into a game of, for lack of a better word, kind of a parody on the NPC the Game Awards show, because NPC the Game Awards show had opened with a host who called everybody nigga this, nigga that, who was your nigga last year, this kind of nigga canter, right? And so it tied in with the idea that Tommy's famous disparaging remark to everyone that he gets mad at is to call them nigger faggot. And so Paul Enslaved came up with the idea of taking that and turning it into a mini awards show of our own in real time. And so we all kind of contributed and LARPed on it. It was me, again, Tommy, and Paul Enslaved. And so I just fell into the LARP, you know, it was a good fun. I don't give a fuck. And but it seems to have ruffled some feathers out in Happy Land. And number one, I wanted to address Jack Talcott, because he said that people were disparaging him. And I remember that Jack was brought up a couple of times that night, but from my memory of the thing is that I said my part, my true feelings, which I worked to defend him, or not defend, but just to say how I felt honestly, right? Which is, I like Jack a lot, and I said all of those things. And I felt like it was a good representation of how I feel about him and who I am as a person. Then it descended into the Nigger Faggot LARP awards game, and just committed to the satire of the thing and doing the LARP. And yeah, so blessings to Jack. I hope you recognize that, because I said my piece on your behalf, and I think that counts for something, whether you recognize it or not. You know, it just. Next up was TML. I didn't realize that it was like a full-fledged Machine Lies production, and that by being there and participating in the LARP, it might somehow reflect negatively on TML. And so I went over to TML's place, you know, to tell him that, you know, having realized that in retrospect and re-listened to kind of some of the build-up and intro. I didn't even watch the first hour, still haven't. I guess I probably should. But limited time, talent, and energy, right? Yeah, he was very understanding. He's like, nah, man, it was already ruined before you got there. They were already in full LARP mode, and no big deal. But that's why he dipped out early, because he wasn't going to play into the thing and comment and talk about things that he has no interest in, which I respect. Whereas I was there for an entirely different reason. I was there to socialize and to, you know, just have fun. And so, yeah, the LARP, I guess the LARP went bad, essentially. And Gabriel Carbo Gaines, NPC the Game, very upset by it. He thinks that I disrespected all J-Dogs and niggas everywhere. And as a result, and faggots as well, right? Butt pirates, anal buzzards, and homosexual people, which wasn't my intention. And I thought that people would see the thing for what it is, like the value that it was just meant as satire and entertainment. And it was done in a spirit of comedic playfulness. And I honestly was doing it there the entire time, thinking that there was a black man on the show, because I look at Paul and I can see in all clarity that I always thought Paul was an albino black person, an albino nigger. But nigga, gotta make sure you don't use the hard R. You're gonna fucking offend somebody, right? Yeah, so I thought he was an albino Negro. But it turns out, I guess he's not. He claims that he's not. But, you know, fraternal parentage is always, you know, questionable to some extent. So I had no intention of promoting any type of ill will towards African American brothers and sisters, or Africans or Africants or whoever. And so he misread it, and he seemed overly triggered by it. But yeah, it is what it is. So I guess I've burned my bridge with him. He thinks that I've crossed unforgivable waters, and I guess, so mote it be. Blessed be, brother. Whatever it is, what it is. If that's because you opening your award show with a dude saying nigger 50 fucking times, and then obfuscating and equivocating over it with other people, it's extremely racist, in my opinion, for a group of people like yourself. Supposedly you claim to be a Blaxican, or whatever the fuck that means, like, for you to say that you have that you can use this word, or you and your friends can use this word, depending on their grade of mixing, right? If they're, what's the threshold there? If you're 5% black, it's not okay. But if you're 15 or 20% black, then yeah, maybe it's a little better. So you got to be 45% to 50% black. And how do you trace that genetic origin? And if the out of Africa theory means anything, and you guys seem to commit pretty hard to scientific materialism, even though the title of your show is claiming something like Real Awakening feels like a personal apocalypse, right? Then how do you jive that? Because then we're all black, right? If the out of Africa theory means anything, then all of our ancestors are the same gene pool. And so do you buy into that or not? And you got to start from that question, essentially. And then when we talk about the light spectrum, it's like we see inverse colors. So you're not actually black, you're actually white. And our eye perceives it, and the brain re-encodes it as a darker color. And that would mean that my supposed white skin, if you're calling me white, right, that I'm actually blacker than you, right? And from a scientific materialistic perspective. So you got to figure out kind of where people are on the whole scientific materialism and evolution and all of that to begin with. But just to claim that it's not PC or whatever, it strikes me as being kind of a weak position. And it was just a bit. And if you can't handle that, then you're not as mature as you claim to be. And it is what it is. So yeah, I thought I would get on here real quick and address it, make this a short one, and maybe then I guess I'll tag some folks so that everybody knows that I mentioned them. And yeah, so in that order, essentially, well, number one, TML, for I didn't know it was a Machine Bob production, and I guess it kind of already went bad at already, and I've already said my piece with you, brother, that I kind of felt like it was degrading the thing, but I figured he would remove it and dump it, because if it was meant to be one thing and then it turned into something else, I figured he would say, hey, that was a failed run. We'll go ahead and get rid of this one. But I guess he kept it up. I don't even know. I haven't fucking checked. These motherfuckers act like I got 24/7 to hang out on the internet and think about this shit, which I don't. And so TML. And then Jack Talcott, I believe, I guess I'll have to go back through it and listen to some of it, because I from my perspective, what the fuck? Paul, here's the O Nation link. Wow, they're trying to fleece this guy now. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, so in that order. And then NPC the game, man, I don't give a fuck. You got offended? Go suck a dick, motherfucker. Give any kind of fucking shits about that, man. If you're gonna play fucking pissant baby games and be like, oh, Frank Monday, you said this or that on somebody else's show the other day, and as a result, you're not welcome here. Well, fine, motherfucker. Be that as it may. Everyone's always welcome here, even your Blaxican ass. If you feel like you want to come over and chill sometime, I ain't gonna fucking hold nothing against you, man. I ain't that kind of fucking person. It's water under the bridge in my mind. And if it's not water under the bridge in your mind, then don't make any fucking claims to Dow, baby. Because you ain't got nothing on Dow. You ain't got nothing on the fucking hood. Give a fuck. You grew up in the Bay Area. Yeah, the gay area. Fucking that ain't the hood, bro. Ain't nothing hoodie about fucking San Francisco. Jesus Christ. What a fucking joke. And then trying to diminish my life in South Central LA and being a true hood rat. Yeah, man, I don't think that's cool at all. And you came at me in a very offensive manner with it, and you weren't trying to make reconciliation or trying to understand the situation. You were just emotional and triggered and being gay. and being, I guess you probably get the year of the word, the 2026 award for nigger faggot. There you go, man. You fucking earned it. So blessings to you. And blessings to all the listeners out there in Happy Land. I appreciate y'all stopping by and saying hello. Until next time, this is Frank Monday, FM radio, coming at you straight out the central kingdom of the celestial dragon. Until next time, y'all, keep doing good magic. Blessings and much love.